Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak, Khair Mubarak.
And so tell us about the event. How do you feel seeing so many people gathered here today after a 2-year hiatus?
Well, isn't it fantastic after this awful pandemic to have people back in Trafalgar Square celebrating this really, really important festival? The wonderful thing about Eid in the Square is not simply Muslims from London celebrating, but Muslims from across the country and around the world, but also non-Muslims as well. It's great to have, food, fashion. We've had recitation from the Quran. We've had people coming together, and it's just a fantastic day.
And you mentioned earlier on in your speech about diversity. How proud are you of how diverse London is?
Listen, I genuinely believe diversity is a strength, not a weakness. But also, I genuinely believe that when it comes to differences, we shouldn't simply tolerate them. We should respect, embrace, and celebrate them. Whether it's Easter and Christmas, which we organise events in Trafalgar Square, whether it's events for the Hindu community, the Sikh community, the Jewish community, or indeed the Muslim community, it's really important to understand that actually all the major religions teach about building bridges and integration. Islam's no different.
And tell us about the Let's Do London campaign. Sounds really exciting.
But one of the things that we know is because of the pandemic, we have fewer people coming to central London. We're keen to encourage Londoners back to the centre, those from across the country back to London, but also those from across the globe to London as well. And so Let's Do London is going global. We're launching a massive 10 million tourism campaign in America. That kicks off next week in Times Square in New York, and we're really keen for people to come back to London. We need it economically, but also we need it because it's one of the reasons why we're so fantastic is because of the diversity of our city from across the globe.
And Eid is obviously like a global thing. Billions of Muslims are celebrating it, and non-Muslims as well. How important is it to celebrate it in style like this in the heart of London?
Well, listen, here in London, we always like doing things in style, and Eid in the Square is no different. And it's really important, though, we give the same respect to other religions as we do to, the big one, Christianity in this country, obviously. So I'm really proud to bring people together, and it's a good way to bust myths and break down barriers about our religion, because we do, unfortunately, some people misunderstand the religion of Islam, and that's why it's really important.